Hey guys, you're watching Z1 and Only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Theme Park. Today, there is something that I also want. There's two things that I really want to do at the moment, but because of all the redstone that we've been doing recently, I don't want to sort of overwhelm everybody with it. So today doesn't really require any redstone. It requires a little bit, but nothing crazy. We've done mazes before, okay? The last maze that we done was a really cool one that actually changes all the time. But I thought of another one. Well, I didn't think of... Well, I might have. No, I'm sure they've been around before me. But I remember back when I done Let's Build a Game show a couple of years ago, I built a vertical maze. Instead of a maze that, you know, you go up here this way, then that way, then this way, and then that way. Instead, you only go up and down. And it was really fun for multiple reasons. And I want to build it again today, but with more than one lever. What I had is I had one lever in it. You had to go through this vertical maze, find a lever that would open the door at the end. Well, I want to try and do it. Ooh, I nearly fell off my chair then. That scared me. I want to have multiple levers that open multiple doors before you can get out of the maze. So it's very simple. What you got to do is you just got to pick a color for what you want it to look like. So let's have a blue one. I think a blue one would look nice, and a nice light one. And what you're going to do is you're going to first build, let's have a little bit of an entrance to the ride from the road. Build a doorway, okay? Pretty simple, isn't it? Now your maze is only going to be 1 block wide, right? Now, there's a couple of ways that you can do this. What I would recommend is not putting the sides up and just do the maze first. Work out what the maze is going to be. Now, to cover it up with, there's two sort of main ways that I like to do it. The first way is to have a glass wall, and then whoever is out here can see where exactly the player is, and how close they are. Even maybe direct them. But the way that I prefer is to have it closed off, so the person on the inside is in the dark, pretty much, but just have pressure plates below them, which are on top of redstone lamps. Now that way, when he walks, he can see where he's going, but he can only see the spot that he's standing on or near. And from the outside, the person on the outside will be able to see glowstone light up exactly where he is. It's pretty funny. Either way, I recommend building the maze part of it first. So what you want to do is you want to have the potential, the maze. Now the way that we can do this is you need ladders. So the ladders will go up like this, if I stop messing it up, and then you can come this way, you see. So you come straight into the maze. Remember, there'll be a block here and a block here eventually, so he won't be able to go anywhere else apart from up this ladder. So they go up the ladder. Let me stop flying. Up the ladder. Now what they can do is they can either go this way or come up this way. Now, all you need to do, the only thing that you need to remember is make sure you have 2 blocks between the levels. That's so you can walk through. 3 blocks and you're sort of wasting room. 1 block and you're not going to be able to get anywhere. So what you can do here is do things like this. That's a dead end. So if he came up this ladder and then went, yeah, I'm going to go down there. Oh, it's a dead end. I can't get anywhere. You have to turn around and go a different direction. So we're going to have that one. And you can have bits where you have to jump in order to get over. And all sorts. Loads of different stuff. But what we can do is, let's say, for the purposes of this sort of first part of the episode, I'm going to use a different colour. No, I'm not. I'm not going to use a different colour for redstone. What we're going to do is we're going to put a lever on here. Let's say this lever is the first lever that you have to find. Well, we can easily just have redstone coming off here and going to, let's say, here. Take that away. Oh, no, I still need to be able to get up, don't I? I'm going to do that. That's better. So you flick that lever, and then this is going to open up a pathway this way. So we want sticky pistons, one there and one there. And then we want to have a block here with a torch on it. And there we go. And then we can flick the lever. And it doesn't retract them both. Okay. I thought I was being a little bit too clever. That's okay. We can do it like... I'll flick the lever. We can do it like that and a block there. So we can now flick the lever. And it's opened up the next pathway. Okay, the next sort of checkpoint, if you like. See, this will have blocks here, so you won't be able to see the redstone or anything like that. You'll be able to hear the piston, but that'll be it. Now, when you haven't found this lever, you come down and it's a dead end. But it gives you no idea that that's the actual doorway. So then you come back up the ladder. Back up the ladder again. And then you come down this way. Aha! Then you flick this, you come back up again. You come back to this dead end, and now it's open. That is so tricky, so sneaky, but so cool. Really, really is. Okay, so I'm just going to take away this side, so I know I can see then where the maze is. So, AJ, what's the point of having levels that are going up? Well, the point of having levels that go up is we can easily do something like this. Right, check this out. We can have... Let me not put blocks over there for the moment. We can have a ladder behind here. So this door opens up and reveals another ladder. This ladder, you can come up, you can turn around. And if you turn around, as long as you don't just go up and forward, which is what you'll normally do, if you think about it and you turn around, bang, you'll see another lever. Well, what does this lever do? Well, this lever is going to open up a doorway way back at the beginning. At the top here. So this is, let's say this is our next dead end. So right from the get-go, when you walk through the first door, you go up the ladder. If you turn around and go up the ladder to the next floor, you'll find yourself at a dead end. So you come down, you go this way, you find the lever, you go through the next checkpoint, you go up, you find this lever. Well, anything beyond this way for the moment is going to be shut. What you need to do is flick the lever, then come all the way back through again, back up to here, where there'll be another door that's now opened up. It's so tricky, but so cool at the same time. Like, there's so many different sort of tricks and puzzles we can throw into this and keep it sort of really, really fun. So... we want, oh, there's the lever. Like that. Simple redstone as well. Like, it's just hooking up one to the other. Like that. Bing. Right, so you flick the lever, it opens up that way, and then you continue. How cool is this? I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Okay, so let's keep the ones that we've sort of triggered open. So we've got that one, and we've opened up this one. So we've come all the way back. We are now standing right here. We don't want any ways up, do we, there? So we come through, and we're going to want a way up somewhere here. Let's have a way up, instantly followed by a way down. So we'll have a ladder here, and a ladder here. So now you can either go up and left, up and right, or up and then back down this side. 3 different options. So let's have, that's the very edge of the map. We don't want to go any further than that. But we can put a ladder there. Oops. Have this going up here. Where do we want the next lever? Do we want the next lever up here? I think so. We'll have the next lever here. We don't need it to be that far, though, do we? We can save ourselves a little bit of room. Bringing it back a couple. We could make it go up again. And have it go up like 2 levels. Make sure you don't go more than 2 blocks higher, though. Like that. We'll leave that open. That could be another optional way to go. So, oh, that is sneaky, right? So, imagine this. You're on the ladder here. You go up the ladder. Now, you have no idea that you've just gone past the whole floor. Unless you're looking up. You might be able to see that there's a floor there. But if you're looking at the ladder and you just come running at it, you go up to the top, And you think, yeah, that's it, I'm at the top. When actually you've missed out a level that has a lever on it. Of course it would, because you're that evil at it. Okay, so once you've flicked that lever, it'll then open up, let's say, one right here, in line with the door below. Oh, guys, you have to build one of these. This is going to be so sneaky. That one and that one. I'm sure all of you can follow this at home as well. It's so simple. So the lever's all the way up there. So we want that one. That one. I wanted to keep it really thin. Like, that would be the thinnest it would be. But because of that redstone there, like, I need a block there. Can I wire this up in a different way to... I need that one. That one. And that one. I want to wire this up so it's only like one block wide of the pistons and the redstone. Just because it makes it a little bit more challenging, really. Now that won't power that. Well, unfortunately not. But we can do that one, and that one. No, we can't. Because that has to be a block there. I want all the redstone to be hidden, if possible. Hang on, we could do it like that. Whew. Yeah, that'll work. And then this one just needs to be figured back out again. So it needs to... that one, and that one. There we go. Okay, that's good. It's just, I'm trying to keep the redstone one block wide, so it doesn't go any wider than this. That way we can have a nice streamlined maze, you see, without a load of redstone wiring out the back getting in the way. Okay, this is looking pretty good. How are we doing for time? We're doing okay for time. I would go off camera, but that sort of spoils it for you. If I go off camera and I move away, you guys might not know exactly what I've done. And if you're building it at home, which I really suggest you do, you're going to want to have sort of at least a similar sort of maze to me. So we've done that one. You've opened that one up, and that has now opened this door right here. Let's just have a straight lever directly behind that door. So I have a lever right there, and this will open up a doorway above where you just came from. Because I want you to have to travel back and forth a lot in this one. That's sort of the point of the maze, is to do a ton of traveling. No, we want the redstone to be on this side now. Ba-dump. And then... no. That one. That one. I'm just trying to get over those other pistons there. We don't want any like short circuits going on. I could do some wireless or some vertical redstone here. That would make it a lot more streamlined for us. Like that. As long as we've got the right amount of torches here. That's right, isn't it? Lever down is open. Is that correct? Lever up is closed. Yeah, lever down is open. Yeah, there you go. So that just... it looks a lot better than having a staircase that goes all the way up. A little bit of vertical redstone saves us some space. We can now have a lever here without it getting in the way of anything else. Okay. This is getting really tricky. We know that we can have a floor that goes all the way across here. Well, we could have a... yeah, because you know what? There's another part, another tricky part to this, and that's that there will be dead ends that are really dead ends. Like, they don't actually go anywhere. Like, this dead end here, for example, is going to be a real dead end. You're going to come down here, down this ladder that'll be here. And you'll turn around and you'll go, oh, it's a dead end. Oh, I must have to flick a lever. Oh, this is 3 blocks high. No, I'm going to have to drop that down. Drop everything down by 1. But you're going to see that and you're going to go, oh, there's a dead end. There must be a lever somewhere to open that up. When in reality, that is an actual dead end. Now, if we do this with the closed method of actually having it dark in here, you're going to have no idea what level you're on. For all you know, you could be on the ground level. You could be on the top level. You could be on the far left. You could be on the far right. Because you're going to have absolutely no idea where in the maze you are, you're not going to know anything. It's going to be so difficult. Anyway, I've made a mistake here. I've got to drop this down by 1, which means I've got to drop the levers down by 1 and everything else, unfortunately. After I warned you guys not to do this, I go ahead and do it. How silly am I? Oh, well. That one. I'm going to just cut off camera for this bit. Well, it makes the redstone easier. Actually, look at this. There you go. Oops. So much easier. Bing. Okay, yeah, I'm going to cut away. I am going to do a little bit of this maze off camera, and I should be back, okay? Okay, so I've got this final one. I'm just wiring it up just to this last lever here. Boop, like that. The end of it is actually quite a sneaky one. Just make sure this works. Yes. So the last one at this top level, there's actually 2 barriers. So if where'd my camera go? If I reset this one and this one, check this out. So this is going to be the exit. This is where we come out and we'll have like a golden zone or something like that to confirm that you've actually done the maze. But if you're inside of it, you see this dead end here. You don't know that that's actually a doorway, for one, obviously. So you come down, you'll go down, you'll go around. Oh, you find this lever. You flick this lever. It doesn't do anything. Like, because although it's opened this door, to you can't see that door yet. So you're looking somewhere else. If you open up this one instead, you turn around and you go, aha, this is the way to go. And then you realise, wait a minute, there's a dead end here as well. So to get out of the last one, you actually have to find 2 levers. Very sneaky. So, what's the next one? What's the next thing that we need to do? Well, the next thing that we need to do is grab some redstone lamps and some splash me potions to make us... I threw it through that little gap. And put them... wherever the player can walk, okay? So wherever the player can walk, you can have them on those spots, okay? Like this and like this. Not on the vertical bits. It's very difficult to do it. It is possible, but I'm not going to bother. And just put down these here, here, here. Well, they could go in the floor, couldn't they? Yeah, let's put them in the floor for the moment. I can do some sort of cool floor in front of it to be able to see them. If I was smart, if I was smarter, I would have built this up 1 block. But I ain't going to move it all up by 1 block now, am I? No, I don't think so. Not even I have the patience for that. That one and that one. Put that one there. So, why are we doing this? What's the point of this? Well... the point of this is so we can actually see exactly where the person, if there was 2 people on this map, we'll be able to see exactly where the person is in the maze from the outside. And the way that we're going to do that is by getting some pressure plates. We can use iron ones. Oh, can we set? Can players set off iron ones? Yes, iron ones just look nice, I think. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this on top of anywhere that the player can walk on. Now, from the inside, I can't put them in front of ladders, so obviously. From the inside, it's going to give him light. I want to make sure that by stepping on those pressure plates, I don't set off any of the doors. But anyway, so from the inside, it gives him light. He'll be able to see, or she. Why do I keep saying he? I'm not sexist. It's just that I'm thinking about, like, myself, probably. So it'll give him light on the inside, and anybody on the outside can see exactly where that person is. It's totally, totally awesome. So fill all of these in. Make sure we don't miss any floors. Not in front of doorways. We'll make sure I haven't done that anywhere. I've done one there. I've done it there. Doorway, doorway. I can see, if I go this way, I can see the pistons. Piston here. And we've got the double one at the top. Okay, so once we've got that, we can now cover this up. Now I'm going to stick with the blue, because I think that's a nice colour to blend in with. We can dress it up afterwards, make it look really, really nice, putting borders around it and such. But all you've got to do is fill this in on this level. So you put a border around it, you can make it colourful, you can do whatever you really like. I like to keep it as plain as possible for the person inside, so they have no idea what level they're on. If you do like yellow as level 1, and blue as level 2, and red is yellow 3, the person inside the maze is going to have a sort of idea what level they're on, and if they're close to the finish or far away. At least this way, there's just no idea. There's no way of knowing at all how close you are to the finish. So I can do that. If I leave it like that, that still looks like a dead end. It looks like there might be a doorway. Very, very, very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. I feel evil doing this. And on here. There's no quick way to do this, unfortunately. It's just a matter of placing them along and then finding the ones that you've missed. That one. That one. And this one. But it closes up pretty quickly. Now, you can make this as big or as small as you want. I would say this is sort of a fairly medium-sized one. I mean, we've got quite a few levers. 5 or 6 levers that have to be flicked in order for you to get out. But you could make... Oops. You could make this absolutely humongous if you wanted. Obviously, the bigger you do it, the harder it is, and the longer it's going to take to finish, and the more likely that someone's probably going to get frustrated and just quit. But I suppose it all depends on what friend you get. Alright, there we go. Now, from the outside, if I, for the moment, just place a villager on it, we can see exactly where that villager is. And I don't know if he will wander or walk or anything like that, but if he does walk, that light will actually move with him, obviously. Now, on the inside, we just need to come back here now. I should probably kill that villager off before I forget. Oh, he's gone. He jumped off. He was like, no, I ain't having any more of that. And, of course, I would get rid of the blue that we're using. So, on the inside here, all we need to do is, again, cover up anywhere on either side of the player. Like that. The way that we've done it, we should be safe with the redstone. We shouldn't. If I've done this right, we shouldn't have anywhere where redstone can be seen from inside of the maze, because that would be bad. I don't want that to happen. The back doesn't really matter about the neatness of the covering up of the roots, though, because we've got a layer of redstone to hide up as well. So, like, you don't have to do that. See that layer just above me? Like this one? We don't need to fill those in if we don't want to. I just did them, but you don't need to, because it's not going to be seen in a minute, because we're going to have to hide this redstone up eventually anyway. That one. That one. It looks like you're so far away, like, oh, I've got ages, yeah, I'll cut away. And then you sort of realise that, wait a minute, I don't actually have that long left. Oh, yeah, do not cover up any of the exits. Oh, imagine if I'd done that. I accidentally placed the block in the wrong place then. If I didn't notice that, when it comes to testing out this game in a minute, I would have absolutely no idea. Oh, hang on. If we're going to test it, we're going to want to flick all the levers back to the right spots, aren't we? I need to get all of these redstone off. Going through the maze where it's already been completed probably isn't going to be that fun. As far as... I always like to have games that automatically reset. Oh yeah, but the ones that are inverted have to be on. I like all the games to be resettable. On this one, it's not going to quite be resettable, but maybe we can have like a control panel out the back here that can turn off all the levers. I don't know. We'll have to see what I can do. How are we doing for time? Pardon? I did not remember that much true, but okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to cut away, and I'm going to do this off camera. I should be back. Okay, we're done, and it actually doesn't look that untidy, does it? But yeah, that redstone really easy to hide up. It's literally only one block wide, all of the redstone to this, so a little box around it would be absolutely fine. You'll know if you've got all of the levers the right way if the pistons are out. If the pistons are out, obviously the doors are closed, so you just check them all. Pistons out, pistons out, pistons out, pistons out. Means the game is fully reset and ready to go. Now, I fully expect to find at least one hole out the back here that I missed or something like that. But let's see if we can do it. Now, we sort of know the route. I think I need to come down here and flick that one. I don't know. Oh. I think I'm doing okay. I found 2 of the levers. There's only 5 levers. So I'm pretty sure that we'd have to go all the way back and up. Yeah, this is a doorway because that pressure plate isn't there. Oh, it is. It is dark for the person inside here. Does that matter? Not really. No, I think it's probably dark for you guys on YouTube, but you can still see the levers. I know you can still see the levers. I flicked another one. That's a dead end. It is dark for you. But it doesn't really matter. So we want to come down here. No. I need to find another way up. That's shut. That lever's done. What's down here? I am so lost right now. Is it this way? I feel like I've been this... Yeah, there was the lever there. Oh, man, this is really discombobulating. The only thing that you know is that the door is there. The way out is there. What was down this one? Another lever that's been flicked. And then up there was another lever that we've already flicked. So we've done the entire of the bottom level. So we have to go up. This doorway's been open. We'll go up here. Aha! I found another lever. This is hard, man. That lever's been flicked. This is now open. What's down this way? Nothing. But is that nothing, or is that a doorway? Aha! Oh, oh, down here. I feel like the lever's just here, isn't it? No, it's not. I apologize for how dark it is for you guys. It might be a little bit too dark for you, but for me, it's really, really good. There we go. We done it. Wow! If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. I'd love to have seen what that looked like from the outside.